Every year, fans argue over rankings. The AP poll, the CFP committee, strength of schedule, everyone thinks they know who the best team is. But what if I told you there's one number that's predicted more college football playoff winners than the rankings ever have? It's not style points. It's not margin of victory. It's a stat that sharp bettors have quietly used for years, and it's hiding in plain sight. The problem with rankings are subjective. They reward narrative, brand names, and public perception. A flashy 11 to 1 second team might look dominant, but that doesn't mean they're efficient. The College Football Playoff Committee has its biases too, but data doesn't care about logos or storylines. And when it comes to predicting champions, one metric keeps rising to the top: yards per play differential. The secret stat: yards per play differential. Here's how it works. Yards per play differential measures the difference between how many yards your offense gains per play and how many your defense allows. It tells you how efficiently a team wins each snap, not just each game. The higher the differential, the more dominant you are on both sides of the ball, and that dominance translates across opponents and game scripts. The historical proof. Let's look at the data. Since the playoff began in 2014, every national champion ranked in the top 5 nationally in yards per play differential. Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, they all dominated this stat. Even in upsets, the sharper predictor wasn't rankings. It was efficiency. In 2022, Georgia was number 1 in YPP differential. They won it all. In 2019, LSU's plus 3.0 margin was historic, and they steamrolled everyone. The outliers? Teams that made the playoff with elite records but mediocre differentials, they lost quickly. Why it works? Why is yards per play so predictive? Because it isolates efficiency over chaos. Blowouts, turnovers, and garbage time can distort final scores, but yards per play reveals how often a team wins the line of scrimmage. In simple terms, rankings measure what happened. Yards per play predicts what will happen. It's the cleanest signal in a noisy sport. How to use it in betting. Sharps use this stat weekly, not just for playoff picks. When two teams meet, the one with the better yards per play differential, especially one above plus 1.5, historically covers the spread more often than not. It's even more powerful in non-conference games where public perception overvalues the big-name team. So when you see a ranked favorite that's barely positive in YPP differential facing an unranked team with a strong number, that's a live underdog. Other sharp stats to watch. Yards per play isn't the only metric that matters. Sharps also track success rate, EPA per play, and explosive play differential, all built on the same foundation. Consistency beats flash. Rankings entertain fans. Efficiency wins bets. If you want to predict college football playoff success, skip the polls and start watching the numbers that matter. Because the sharps aren't betting the teams the committee loves, they're betting the ones that dominate every snap. Like this video if you're ready to see through the hype. At GamblingSite.com, we help you bet smarter, one game at a time.